Hello there everybody and welcome to the entertainment headquarters and a new episode of Kaiju Connections, and once again another unboxing video. This time we're going all the way back to 2017 to Kong Skull Island. Now, Kong Skull Island was the reintroduction to Kong, not King Kong. He's now known as just Kong. Maybe he's going to become the king somehow down the line. But for now, he's known simply as Kong. And Kong Skull Island for me was a beautiful, beautiful surprise. It was different. It showed Kong in a brand new light. It introduced a new version of Kong to the world. And, you know, he fits perfectly in the legendary monsterverse, and he is a great counterpart to Godzilla, who, as we know, is the king of the monsters. Where Godzilla is a force of nature, he's an alpha predator. Kong basically is a more sympathetic character, monster, kaiju, titan, whatever you want to call him. And he's connected with the audience in such a great positive way. And him and Godzilla together, you know, we're seeing them, you know, take each other on in Godzilla vs. Kong. And in March of this year, we will be seeing them team up in Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Now, in in Kong Skull Island, Kong was having to take on an opponent, and what better opponent than the Skull Crawlers and the big one, the Skull Devil. Now, the Skull Devil for me was, you know, a highlight of this film, and their end fight is one of the best. So let's take a look at these majestic and beautiful figures by Hiya Toys for Kong Skull Island.
Is that a monkey?
What the hell is that? Somebody talk to me, man. Turn right at 25.
Fox leader to Fox group. Follow perimeter. Ready gun in position. Fox leader to Fox group. Fire and kill!
So now let's have a look at the figure in all its glory, in all its accessories. So here you can see Kong comes with not one but two alternated heads, and the heads are magnificent. You have the roaring head, then you have, I guess, the aggressive stare head, and the detailing, as you can see, is just outstanding. The shading of the paint is just well done. It's just really excellently put together, and the teeth, the tongue, the shading of all of the different colours. As you can see, he also comes with not one, not two, but three different pairs of hands. These are the knuckle walking hands, and what I particularly like about these hands is you can see the detailing on the fingers. They've got nails. You can see every, you know, crevice and, you know, detailing on the fingers and in the hands. The fur, the colorization of the fur is just really well executed. These are the closed fist hands. Now, just like the, you know, the knuckle walking hands, you can see the shading of the colours match well together. Just really well put together figure. And the detailing that Hiya Toys have put into this figure is outstanding. And that's one thing I will say about Hiya Toys, is when it comes to SH Monster Arts or even NECA, they have really are the go-to company for detail and accuracy when it comes to the looks of the Titans, Kaiju, monsters, whatever you like to call them. These are the axe holding hands. They hold the axe that comes with this figure, because, like I said before, this is the Godzilla vs. Kong figure. The Kong on Skull Island figure, I do believe, is coming sometime this year, but it's not from the 2017 Kong Skull Island. I believe it's actually from the beginning of Godzilla vs. Kong, when he has the long tree branch and he throws it at what looks like the air of Skull Island, when it opens and cracks the top of the dome that he's in, inside his compound, his outpost, his monarch outpost on Skull Island. Now, as you can see with the axe, the detailing on just the handle with all, you know, that wrap, the bandage kind of wrap that's keeping the spine together, the glowing, I guess, Godzilla spine it potentially could be, is fantastic. As you can see with the handle looks old, it looks authentic. Just the shine on those is just fantastic. I'm just going to quickly put it together for you, and see what it's like when it's all together. So when it is put together, if you have a look at it, it just looks so well made and put together. And it's great that they give it a two-part system that you can easily place into the hand. And as you can see, it's just a magnificent item there, accessory. Now, if you look at Kong, I just love the eyes. The eyes on this figure just make it stand out. And the scoring that he received off Godzilla in Hong Kong in Godzilla vs. Kong, I even can see the abs. He has like lower abs there, six-pack coming on there. Clearly high in trees around islands and boulders at Skull Crawlers does something for your body shape on Skull Island. As you can see with the colorization, the painting, the tones of the colours, it matches really well with Kong. And if we take a look at the back, it's exactly the same. It looks just flawless. I just thoroughly enjoy this, and I don't know why. I've never noticed this before, but Kong has, you know, he has a decent butt. I don't know why, but they've given Kong a reasonably nice shaped butt there. I don't know why, but I've just noticed this looking at this figure. But as you can see, it's well made, it's well put together, and it captures Kong from the film, well, from Godzilla vs. Kong, fantastically. And this is the only negative I would say about the Hiya Toys compared to the SH Monster Arts. Hiya Toys wins in authentic looks, style, colorization, but where they seem to be lacking is the articulation, and they're very stiff. These figures can be very stiff to pose and maneuver. As you've seen with the arm can only go up or down. You can turn it full rotation around. The hand also can move side to side and fully rotate around. But you can't really, do anything more than what you're seeing on screen here when it comes to the articulation with the arms. And that's probably the negative of these figures. They look fantastic. They feel fantastic. They look so accurate to what we see on screen with the characters. But the articulation is where I guess SH Monster Arts are winning. But it's the price point as well with their figures compared to higher figures. You're paying a hell of a lot less for these figures and you're getting better looking detailed figures. And like I say, this for me still trumps the SH Monster Art. My only negative, like I say, is the articulation. As you can see, you can only bend the chest backwards and forwards. Obviously you can see the six-pack there in all its glory and detail. The feet are very similar to the hands, where you can only bend them a certain way, side to side. It's very stiff, this figure, I will admit. It did take me a while to try and change the hands and even change the heads on the figure, because I was actually frightened I was going to break the ball connector on the top of the neck when I was changing the heads and the hands. As you can see, the legs just seem to move up and down. They are quite stiff to move. But, you probably still, if you work at it enough, can put them in different poses. And for any kaiju photographer who likes to do kaiju figure photography, I still think you'll be able to do some decent work with this figure. I just wish the articulation was slightly better in the Hiya Toys, but when it comes to the look, the feel, the accuracy of the actual figure, how it looks on screen, Hiya Toys is killing it. And I still think they are the superior company compared to SH Monster Arts. Like I say, I'm loving the detail with the skin tones, with the colorization, with the fur. It feels fantastic. It looks fantastic. As you can see, the head can only move certain ways, up, down slightly. You can turn it, if you wanted, full circle all the way around. But I don't really do that often. But like I say, with the SH Monster Arts figures, I would say this is way better.
Desgraçado.
So here we are. The second of legendary pictures is Original Titans, and it is the Skull Devil. And as you can see by the face, it's another winner. It's just the detailing in this figure is outstanding, from the shading of the scales, from the greys to the light browns, to the white of the skull pattern on the front of the face, and of course it also has the orange eyes and inside the mouth, which is like a, I would say like a plastic, a very thin plastic. The detailing inside the mouth is outstanding. Even on the tongue, you can see all the details on the tongue. The teeth stand out amazingly as well. Just really, really well done. And there's even, if you can see them little white or yellowy dots there, they represent the upper teeth of the skull crawler. The head, as you can see, moves up and down quite easily. The feet, I love the feet and the legs. They can move, you know, up and down. You can pull them forward, you can stretch them out. The detail in there on the bone coloured spikes on the Skull Devil's legs is really well detailed. Like I say, I'm loving the shading and the different mix of colours with all of the Hiya figures, but the Skull Crawler features them as well. There you go, there is the back. As you can see, it's like a greeny tint on the back of the greyness there of the scales or the body pattern of the Skull Crawler, which is excellently well done. Another fantastic figure, really. This is the part that I found, you know, I was worried about, was the actual tail. As you can see, there's articulation of the back part of the body. There's the middle and then just a little bit at the end. You can rotate, obviously, the body, the back part of the body and the neck part that connect the head and the back part. And here we are with the tail, which is a bendy wire inside the tail. The only thing I wish with it came to with the tail is, as you see with the body, there's that greyness with the kind of tints of greeny brown colour. I wish it went all the way down the tail as well, so it was like fully fleshed out. But as you can see, the wire in the tail is quite flexible, and I think if you're careful with it, it will, you know, last and it won't be damaged if you gently, you know, bend it in certain ways. And as you can see with the way it poses, it looks menacing, it looks deadly, it looks creepy as hell. It's just a really well put together figure. And like I say, look at the detailing on the skull, on the face, even the legs, the claws, the feet, the detailing on the bottom of the body. I love the pattern on the chest there and under the neck and under the, you know, even under the jawline. It's just well made, well put together. Just a beautiful, another added bonus to the Hiya collectibles. Like I say, Hiya are killing it with these figures right now, and this is another winner. The body's fantastic, and the size of this as well matches well with the Kong figure, so the size accurate as well, which is another bonus. The feet can just spin round, like with Kong you can turn the feet full circle. The legs just bend backward and forward, you can stretch them out long ways as well, like I was saying before. My favourite thing about this is probably the pattern under the body and the pattern on the face, how it's so screen accurate. They've really done the research and really captured this creature so well. Titanus Skull Devil is another magnificent piece to your collection, and I suggest if you can, get it, because you won't regret it. This is, you know, I always wanted a Skull Crawler figure and I finally got one, so get one while you can. Just loving that face and the detailing, the eyes, everything. Well done, Hiya. So there you have it. You have Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong 2021, and then you have the Skull Devil, aka the big one, from Kong Skull Island 2017. And as you can see, Hiya once again have put the effort in to make two very, very well made figures. SH Monster Art, you know, I think they've gotten lazy. I think they've been on a bit of a decline as of late. The effort just doesn't seem to be there, and the amount of, you know, repaints and reissues of previous figures have now starting to become tiresome. At least with Hiya, you're getting decent quality figures at a reasonable price, and they clearly put the effort in and the dedication into their figures. I wish SH Monster Art would regain some of that back. The only positive I'll give SH Monster Art over the Hiya toy figures is their articulation. They're better with the articulation, but as you can see, Hiya Toys trumps them when it comes to detailing, when it comes to just bringing something from the screen and put it into the action figure market. So well done to Hiya on two more fantastic figures. This has been the Entertainment Headquarters. This is Kaiju Konnections, and until the next one, I'll see you around, and keep the Kaiju love alive.